So next let us see with respect to the list. Okay, we have seen we have an interface list which has implementing classes, array list and linked list, right? So now what is a list? A list in Java is an ordered collection or a sequence which allows duplicate elements, maintain insertion order, provide indexed access to elements. It extends the collection interface and is part of the java.util package. This is list. When do we go with the list? When the insertion order should be preserved and duplicates are allowed. In that case, we go with the list interface. Now list has two implementing classes, array list and linked list. So now let us see what is array list. Okay. Array list is resizable array implementation of the list interface. So array list internal data structure is single dimensional array. What is the internal implementation with respect to array list? It is a single dimensional array. Unlike arrays in Java which has fixed size, an array list grows dynamically as elements are added or removed. It is part of java.util package. Okay, so this is a class. Array list is a class. All are classes, guys. So this all are classes. These are implementing classes. Okay, so not only array list, every implementing every class that is implementing an interface is a class. Array list is a class, linked list is a class, hash set is a class, everything, hash table, linked hash map, all implementing array lists are, all implementing interfaces are classes. In order to store the data, we have to create an object. Okay. So now let us see with respect to array list. What is array list and what is the main requirement for array list? When the insertion order should be preserved and duplicates are allowed. In that case, we go with array list. Now, array list, how it is implemented? It is implemented by using single dimensional array. Okay, where we store the elements in the form of index. Okay, it is indexed collection. Now, for example, let us try to see the array list creation. I'll go back here to the Eclipse and let me try to see. See, in order to create any collection class or in order to store the data in any collection class, we have to create an object like this. For example, if I need to store the data in an array list, then I will create like this, array list like this. Okay, then I need to specify the data type. So here we will be not using integer, will not be using float like this kind of declaration, will not be using double, no, we will not be using primitive data type, because collection always supports non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types are nothing but classes. So for example, if you want to store an integer values in an array list, you have to declare an integer class like this. This is a class. This is a primitive data type. We cannot store primitive data type with respect to collections. We have to go with its respective classes. So integer is a class, not a primitive data type. These are the part of non-primitive data types. Okay, so if you want to store a double element, we cannot declare double like this. We have to write a class. What is a class? Double is a class like this. Okay, so whenever we go with the collection, we cannot use primitive data types. We have to use non-primitive data type like this. Array list, I will give a reference. AL is equals to new array list like this. Array list, and here again I need to store the data type integer, and this is a constructor call. Now it is giving me a compile time error because I need to import the package in which array list is present. So import java.util, right? It is present in java.util package. So we need to import that particular package. So this is how we will be creating an object for any collection class. It might be array list, it might be linked list, it might be hash map, linked hash map, tree map, anything. So the only change that we need to do is the name. So for example, if you want to create a linked list, how we'll be doing? We'll be using the same concept like this. Only thing, we will be changing the name of the class like this, linked list. There is a different way in which we will be creating map classes. That is a different way where we will be specifying two data types. Okay, but if you are trying to store the data with a set or a list, this kind only we will be trying to declare. We will be giving the name of a class, data type. Okay, it is like this: name of a class, data type, reference variable, reference variable, assignment operator, new keyword, name of the class, and again data type. Name of the class, name of the class, data type, constructor call, like this. Okay, so this is how we will be creating an object or declaring an array list or a linked list or any collection with respect to Java. Okay, now how to store the elements, right? We have to store the elements also. So for that, we have a method called as add. Add is a method that is present by using which we can try to insert the elements in a array list or a list. al.add. Suppose you want to insert one more element, al.add of 12. We have inserted, duplicates are allowed. So I'll insert one more 12. Add, I'll try to store some 87. I'll try to store some other value 74. al.add. Add is a method which uses int, okay, like this. Okay. Am I trying to store the integer elements? Yes. So now if suppose you want to print the elements that we have stored with respect to the array list, we have to give this object reference al, run as Java application. See, 12, 12, 87, 78. Duplicates are allowed. Insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved is nothing but the way in which we have inserted the element at particular index or at particular order. Those are preserved. First we have inserted 12, so first we can see 12. First we have, second we have inserted 12, we can see second as 12. Third is 87, 87. Fourth is 78, 78. So like this we can try to store the elements with respect to array list. Okay, now how to create linked list? That is also same. What we will do, we will just try to replace array list with linked list like this. Okay, we'll give some other reference, linked list. Okay, linked, and I'll try to create an object like this. We have created a linked list object. Now let me try to store. How to store? Same again, no difference, like this. Just change the reference. Instead of al, I will add linked. Okay, like this. Now you can tell any difference, because even though we are creating a class with respect to array list, object with respect to an array list, and we are storing with that. Now even with the linked list, we are using the same method. Now what is the difference? The difference is the difference with respect to array list and linked list. Okay, linked list is implemented internally by using doubly linked list concept. Array list is implemented using single dimensional array or resizable array. Arrays we have seen. So the array list is implemented using that array concept. But what is this doubly linked list? Doubly linked list is nothing but it is a kind of data structure which contains the reference of the next node and the previous node. Okay, I will show you 1 minute. The linked list is implemented using doubly linked list. Doubly linked list is nothing but something like this, where if suppose we are storing some data A, okay, it is a node. See, this one thing is a node. Okay, and this is one thing is again a node, and this C is also one node. Okay, so now this nodes will store the data with respect to previous and next elements. Previous and next element. For example, this node A is storing the reference address of the next element B here. Okay, similarly B is storing the address element with respect to A here and next element with here. So like that it will try to contain the address. Suppose there are 4 allocated memory, 4 free spaces with respect to memory in memory. Okay, now what Java will do is it will try to allocate in an in sequence order, like wherever it is free space it will allocate, and it will give this previous and the next reference for that particular allocated data or the memory. Okay, so this is how the doubly linked list is implemented, and by using this doubly linked list is being implemented. Okay, so what is the difference between array list and linked list? Array list is implemented using an single dimensional array. Okay, whereas linked list is implemented using doubly linked list concept. Okay, so the difference is this: array list is implemented using single dimensional array, linked list is implemented using doubly linked list. Okay, now when do we go with array list? When the frequent operation is search operation or read operation, we go with array list. And when do we go with linked list? When the frequent operation is insertion or deletion of the elements, right? Due to which we go with linked list. When do we go with array list? When the frequent operation is read operation or search operation. In that case, we go with array list class. When do we go with linked list class? When the frequent operation is insertion or deletion. Because with respect to the doubly linked list, the insertion or deletion will be easy. Okay. So now there are few useful methods. We have add, get. Let us see each one of them. Okay. So here we have, it is a fast access. Index is needed. It is infrequent insertion or deletion in the middle. But when we go with linked list, when frequent addition or deletion of elements in the middle. At that case, we go with linked list. Now let us try to see with respect to the few methods that are present with array list or other things. Okay, so for example, here we are trying to add the elements inside a list, right? We are trying to add the elements. So suppose if you want to find the size of the list or array list, right? How do? We go with reference dot size, like this. So it will give us the size. What is the size? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the size. Run as Java application. See 4, right? So this is the size. Size is one method. Now there are other methods with respect to list. We have like dot add. We can add at a particular index. For example, if you want to store an element at index 2, what is the element? Element is 88. We are storing where? We are trying to store in linked list, right? We are trying to store in the linked list, like this, right? So where is the index 2? This is at index 0. This is at index 1. This is at index 2. So how it will happen now? What will be the output of linked if I am trying to print? The output will be something like this. It will be 12, 88, 87, 78, because we are trying to insert an element 88 at index 2, right? Let us try to print this println statement, run as Java application. See, if this is the output that we are getting, right? This is the same output that we are getting because we have inserted an element at index 2. So this kind of insertion is insertion or deletion in the middle. When do we, which array, which list class we will be using? We'll be using linked list class. Search operation, if suppose you want to extract some value, for example, you need to extract all the elements that are present in array list, all the elements. We can go with for loop for int of I is equals to 0, as it is implemented by using index, right? I is equals to 0, I lesser than al dot size I plus plus. Now what is the method to extract each value from a list? It might be with respect to array list, or it might be with respect to linked list. It is get. What is the method? Get is the method. Get I. It will take index. What is at index 0? 12. What is at index 1? 12. What is at index 2? 87. What is at index 3? 78. So those things will be printed now as a note. See, 12, 12, 87, 78. Why is this coming? Because we have used one println statement here. We used to print link. Okay. So these are some common methods with respect to array list, where we can insert, we can iterate, and we can insert at a specific index. Okay. When do we go with array list? When the frequent operation is search operation. When do we go with linked list? When the frequent operation is insertion or deletion of the elements. And how is the array list implemented? Array list is implemented using a single dimensional array. How is the linked list implemented? Linked list is implemented using a doubly linked list concept. Clear, guys? So this is the major difference between array list and linked list, and it is the common interview question that what is the difference between array list and linked list. So this is list interface in Java.